Hello guys, welcome to a new video. So from this video, we're going to start the new lesson. Okay, that's lesson number 2, unit 2 from grade 10 again. That's square root. Okay, square root. Okay, this is actually lesson 2 or unit 2 or lesson 2. Square root. Okay, square root. First of all, let's talk about square root. Okay, we talk square root for positive numbers, not for negative numbers, usually for positive numbers. But until this, we talk about square numbers, perfect square numbers, right? Perfect square numbers. Let me write something, huh? Let's say 1. Okay, so 1 into 1, then 2 into 2, 4, 3 into 3, 9, 4 into 4, 16, 5 into 5, 25. Okay. 1, 4, 9, 16, 25. These numbers are perfect squares. Okay. So this is how basically the square numbers are formed. So if we take the 1 squared, square root of 1, then it's again 1. Square root of 4, it's again 2. Square root of 9, it's again 3. Square root of 16, 4. Square root of 15, again 5. Basically this one. Okay, let's go furthermore, little furthermore. Okay, yeah. Okay, let's take 4, right? 4, and then next take 9. These two numbers are perfect squares. Square root of 4, that's equal to 2. Square root of 9, that's equal to 3, right? Okay. So, did you ever think about 5? Square root of 5. What about 6? Square root of 6. What about like 7? Square root of 7. Of course, these numbers are positive numbers, and these numbers, they are also having a square root value. Okay, that's going to be a decimal value, and we have to find that. Okay, from this lesson we have to find this decimal value, actually using method of approximation, and we have discussed division method as well as method of approximation. Those are two methods to find square root. First of all, in the first part of the lesson, we have to discuss about the method of approximation. Okay, then let's take this, huh? Let's take 5. Square root of 5. Then square root of 4. Square root of 9. two perfect squares. Actually, square root of 5, like 4 is actually less than 5, 9 is greater than 5. So square root of 4 is actually less than square root of 5, square root of 9 is actually greater than square root. So I have to write like this, okay? Simply you can understand, right? Then square root of 4, that's going to be 2. Square root of 5, square root of 9, 3. Now you can see square root of 5, the value of square root of 5, that's lie between, okay, that lie between these two numbers. Square root of 5, the value of that, okay, it lies actually between these two numbers, okay, 2 and 3. It's something 2 point, okay, 2 point something. So we have to find 2 point something. It means 2 point value. Okay. Let's take like 2.1, 2.2 like that. Okay. First of all, 2.1 into 2.1. Okay. Let's write a little bit larger, right? 2.1 into 2.1. Then 2.2 into 2.2. Then 2.3 into 2.3. Like this, okay? Then 2.1 and 2.1. That's gonna be, so now we have to multiply decimals, okay? Okay, then 21, actually 21 times 21. First of all, I'm usually multiply like that, or however, it's gonna be 1. Like 4.41. Right? Like if you can't multiply like that, I recommend you then 21 times 20, right? 21 times 20, it's gonna be 420, right? Then 21 times 1, then 4, 4, 1, 2 decimal places. Simple, right? Then 4.41, that's easy. Okay, 2.2 times 2.2, that's gonna be 4.84, right? 4.84. Then let's go to 2.3 times 2.3. Okay, if you can multiply like that, it's simple. 23 times 20, that's going to be 460, right? Then 23 times 3, 69, right? 9, 2, 5. 5.29, right? 5.29, that's the final answer. 5.29. 5.29, right? Okay. Simply, let's understand this. Now, 2.3 into 2.3, that's 5.2 now. Now it's already exceeding, okay? Now we don't have to take 2.4, we don't have to consider about 2.4 because now we can see this value, I mean this product, okay, it has exceeded to 5.29, okay? I mean 5.29 means exceeded 5. Okay, it already exceeded 5, so then we don't have to talk about the 2.4. Yeah. Okay, now from these two values we have to find, okay, in order to find first approximation, or like here we just consider about one decimal place, then we call this first approximation, actually approximation to the first decimal place. So you can see only one decimal place is there, then we talk about only one decimal place, then approximation to the first decimal place. Then approximation to the first decimal place, in brief we say first approximation, right? In brief, first approximation. Then from these two values we already know that 4.41 is actually far away from 5. 4.41 is actually far away from 5, but these two are a little closer. So first we have to find out of these two which is more closer to 5. Out of these two numbers. So then we have to take difference, right? Difference. Okay, let's take difference. Actually now we are considering what square root of 5. Just erase that, okay, since I don't have space. Well, 5.29 minus 5, that's going to be 0.29, right? Then 5 minus 4.84. Okay, that's going to be 0.16. 0.29. Okay, I hope now you can understand 2.2 into 2.2. 4.84 is more closer to 5 than 5.29, right? 5.29. Okay, if I said earlier it's 2.0, it's 5.29, then 4.84 is more closer to 5 than 5.29. Very simple, huh? Very simple. Then 2.2 is the first approximation for square root of 5. Okay, then we write square root of 5. Square root of 5 is approximately equal to 2.2. Okay, first approximation is 2.2. Square root of 5. Square root of 5, first approximation is 2.2. I hope you can understand this procedure, right? Okay, now I'm going to repeat this procedure for you. What we did, first we consider about a number which is not a perfect square, right? We considered. Then we just compare that value of that with the two perfect square in between. Okay, square root of 4 is square root of 9. Then now we know the value of square root of 5 that lies between 2 and 3. Okay, then it's 2 point something. Actually 5 is more closer to 4. Then it should be 2.1, 2.3 like that. If actually let's take about 7, 8 or something like that, then it's more closer to 9. Then it's actually greater than 2.5, something closer to 3, right? Okay, now you can understand right that. Okay, that's why we took like this 2.1, 2.2, 2.3 like that. Then we multiply and we took the product. Okay, I said if you can't multiply directly or like that, you can just break down the multiplication and multiply them equally, then it's gonna be easy. Okay, you can just multiply by breaking down. 4.41, then 4.84, 5.29. Then we check whether which is more closer to 5 by taking the difference. Then finally we can find a value for first approximation. Okay, I hope you can understand. If you can't understand, then please comment. Okay, please comment and ask. Then I can reply and I can explain. Even I can take a call for you. Okay. call for you. Okay, you can email me. It's in description box. You can go to description box and then you can find out my email. Okay, then you can email me if you have any doubt. Then okay, let's see. Yeah. Okay. Now this part is over, but of course we have to talk about little more examples. So little more examples and more things. So you know. Okay. Let's go to next part. Okay, yes. Let's take square root of 6. Square root of 6. And let's take, yeah. Okay, you know about square root of 5 now, but let's take, you know, like 5, 6, 7, 8. 5, 6, 7, 8. All these numbers lie between 2 and 3. 2 and 3 are like 4 and 9 actually. 4 and 9, then square root of 4 and 9, right? Then 4, square root of 4, square root of 9. Okay, now I told you the procedure. Now I am going to do the examples. Okay, for the sake of practice, I am going to discuss more examples. Then you can understand this properly, right? I hope. Okay. And I expect you to practice these things with me. Okay? Then it's easy for you. 4, 9. Okay, now you know the procedure. Okay, procedure is okay. So now let's go. 2, 6, 3. Okay. Then this is more closer. Okay, 6 is actually more closer to 4 then 9. Okay, okay, then you already know. Okay, we discussed earlier. So 2.1 into 2.1, 2.1, that's going to be 4.41. 2.2 into 2.2, that's going to be 4.84, right? 2.3 into 2.3, that's going to be 5.29, right? Then let's take 2.4 into 2.4. Okay, if you can multiply directly, that's okay. Like if you can multiply like this, like 24 times 4, that's going to be 96. 96, then 9, 24 times 2, 48, 48 and 9, that's going to be 57, right? 5.76, right? Oh, well, then 2.5 into 2.5, by the way, this is very easy, 6.25. I already told you about a little trick to find 2.5, right? 25 times 25. Or 35 times 35, like that. So this is 6.25. Now we have to find which is more closer, right? Which is more closer, but yeah, which is more closer, then you can see. Okay, let's go. Let's erase this part. Okay, I'm gonna erase. Okay, 6 minus 5.7, 6.25 minus 6, this is 0.25 of course, this is going to be 0.24, right? 0.24. So 5.76 is actually more closer to 6 than 6.25. Okay, 5.76 is more closer to 6 than 6.25. So that 5.76, this is the value that we have to choose. Then first approximation of 6, that's going to be 2.4. That's going to be 2.4. So I will write, therefore square root of 6, that is actually approximately equal, first approximate, that's going to be 2.4. Please understand this procedure, then it's very easy. Understand the procedure, very easy. Okay, let's go and discuss another example after this. Okay, few examples, then you can understand this properly. I want you to understand this very properly and very confident. You should be confident with this. Okay. I hope this is okay. Then let's go to find another one which is very close. So let's go and find. Let's go and find a square root of 7, which is very close. Okay, then let's take, now you know the procedure. 2, 7, 3. Okay. Let's take from 2. Now square root of 6, that 2.4. Let's take from 2.4, right? 2.4 into 2.4, that's gonna be 5.76, right? 5.76. Then 2.5 into 2.5, that's gonna be 6.25, of course. 2.6 into 2.6, that's gonna be simply, let's take 26 times 20, that's gonna be this much. I'm very sorry, it's gonna be 520, right? 520 or this much. Yeah. Then 26 times 6. Yeah. Then 6, 7, 6. Like 6.76, right? 6.76. 6.76. Okay, very close to 7. Let's go a little bit further. 2.78, 2.7, right? 2.78, 2.7. Let's take. Very easy again. This is 540. 540. Okay, 9. Okay, 7.29. Okay, 7.29. Now consider about these two numbers and take the difference. You don't have to take this one, simple. Then first approximation of square root of 7, that's going to be either 2.6 or 2.7. Let's see which is more closer. 6.76, 7 minus 6.76, 7.29 minus 7, right? That's going to be 0.29, of course. Simple. This is going to be 0.24. 0.24. Okay. Which is more closer? 6.76, that is more closer to 7. Therefore, 2.6, that's going to be the first approximation of square root of 7. Huh? First approximation of square root of 7. Therefore, this value. Okay? 7. Square root of 7, that's going to be 2.6. First approximation. Okay? 2.6. Okay. I hope this is okay. And let's discuss another example. Huh? Let's go to further examples. I'm doing this all for your better understanding. Okay, then you have to like get this. Okay, you have to get it. Then practicing with this, then automatically you get used to this. Huh? I mean, after practicing. Yeah. Let's go to textbook example number 1. Textbook example number 1. Okay, read the textbook as well. I already said you read the textbook as well. It's very important, huh? It's very important to read the textbook. Yeah. There. Square root of 17. Okay. Now you have to take the perfect squares close to 17. Okay, greater than 17 and less than 17. Then it's gonna be 16, square root of 16. Then next one is 25, right? Square root of 25. 4, 17, 5. Okay. Now you have to understand 17 is actually very close to 16. Then square root of 17 is very close to square root of 16. That means square root of 17 is very close to 4. That means you don't have to consider about 4.6, 4.7 like that. You just have to consider 4.1, 4.2, 4.3 like that. Okay, it's very simple. Okay, you have to understand that. Huh? I can give you like like little wisdom should be there, but I hope you all have that. Okay, you should have. Then let's take 4.1 into 4.1, 4.2 into 4.2, 4.3 into 4.3. Okay, simply this one, that's simple. Okay, 41 into 1, that's going to be 1, 4 remaining. Then 41 into 4, 164. 164. Okay, 164. Yeah, 164 and 4, 168. Okay, 168. 168, you have to place 2 decimal places. Huh? 2 decimal places means 16.81, right? Okay, 16.81. I hope this is okay. Yeah, 16.81. Then 4.2, that's going to be like this, very close to 17. So let's take, we don't have to take 4.3. Yeah, 4.2 into 4.2, that's going to be like 42 into 2, that's going to be 84, 8 remaining, then 168 and 8, it's going to be 176, 1, 7 and 6, okay, 17.64, you can see, okay, just take the second by. This is a textbook example, you can see the values, okay, so that I'm correct, okay, well, okay, let's check, okay, simply you can already see, but let's take, okay, difference, let's take the difference, 17.64 minus 17.64, right, 0.64, 17 minus 16.81, that's going to be 0.19, right, 0.19, simply 0.19, okay, so now you can see 16.81 is actually closer to 17 than 17.64, so that we have to consider about the 16.81 first approximation of 17, that's going to be 4.1, first approximation, that's going to be 4.1, then actually square root of 17, okay, square root of 17, value of square root of 17 approximately, like first approximation, that's 4.1. According to this procedure, you can just follow this procedure and then you can finally find the answer. Simple, very simple, huh? Okay, let's go to example number 2. I think this is okay. Now I'm going to use some. Example number 2. Example number 2 is 245. Okay, square root of 245. Let's see about square root of 245. 245, right? 245. 245. 245. Square root of 245. Very simple. 225. I hope you saw my latest video. You have to watch one of my previous video. I think actually I taught a maths trick in the video. These things are going to be very easy, okay, like the numbers, like perfect square numbers which ends with the 5 at the end, so these things are going to be very easy. Then next one, this is 15, like 256, okay, 16, 15, okay. Now you can see 245 square root that lies between 15 and 16, okay. Then let's see, actually 245, there's a gap of 20, okay, there's a gap of 20 between 225 and 245, but between 256 and 245 there's a gap of 11, so that 245 is actually more closer to 256. I hope this is okay. Then let's take from 15.5 like that, okay, from 15.5, because it's more closer to 256. 15.5, let's take 15.5 to 15.5. This is more close, okay. I'm repeating this again. See the difference, okay. The gap is 20 here, the gap is 11. 245 is more closer to 256 than 225, so that's why I'm taking 15.5. That's why I'm not considering about 15.1. Okay. Then 15.5, 15 point, okay, that's why I'm considering 15.5, not 15.1. Because this is more closer to 256. I repeat this again. I'm telling this again because I want to emphasize this. Okay, otherwise you will wonder what the hell is happening. 15.5, what about 15.1? No, you don't have to consider 15.1, huh? 15.5 because 256, like 256 is there, 245, that's more closer to 256. Okay, that's enough. That's enough, right? That's enough. 15.5. Like 15.6 into 15.6. 15.7 into 15.7. Okay. Then, how to multiply something like this? Very simple. Then, first of all, I think I told you something. For these, okay, for like numbers like this, I'm going to multiply using a very simple method. This is going to be 25. Then 15 into 16, right? 15 into 16 we have to find. Yes, 240, right? 240. It is 240.25, right? 240.25. I hope this is okay. 240.25. $240.45 or like say let's take 15.8 or something like that. Yes. Then 15.6 into 15.6. Yeah, we have to multiply. Okay. Then 156 times 150, then 156. Okay, 156. Okay, 156. Okay, so we have to multiply 15 point. Okay, 15.6 and 50.6. Okay, 15.6 into 15.6. That's gonna be 243. 243.36. Okay, 243.36. Okay, I just actually I didn't do the calculation in the board because it's a simple calculation and you can do, of course. I'm not doing because the video is going to be long if I did that. Okay, I don't have to do that. You can do that, of course. It's very simple. So I'm not doing these simplification and I'm putting the values using a calculator because I need to save time for videos. Okay, and video should be little shorter, like not too long. Okay, I hope you can understand. 15.7 into 15.7. Okay, 15.7 into 15.7. 246.49. 49. Then 15.8, like 249.64. Okay, you can see now you can see you have to consider about 15.7. Now you don't have to consider about 15.8. No, you don't have to consider about 15.8. This 15.8 is not necessary. Okay, just consider about 15.6 and 15.7. So first approximation of 245 is going to be either 15.6 or 15.7, which is more closer. You can see. Let's take the difference. If you want, 245 minus 243.36. Okay, that's gonna be 4, 6, 1. Okay, 1.46. Then 246.49 minus 245, right? 1.49, right? 1.49. So 246.49, which is 15.7, is actually more closer to 245. Then the first approximation of 245, that's going to be 15.7. Okay, then 245. Okay, approximately this is equal to first approximation 15.7. 15.7. Okay. Okay, if you want me to multiply this, that's actually useless because the video is going to be longer. Okay, that's why I didn't do that. It's very simple, huh? You can multiply these things, decimals. Okay. 245, 15.7. Okay. I hope now this is okay. Okay, I discussed all the examples. Okay, I think like 5, 6 examples now I discussed. Now this is okay. This should be okay. And if you have any problem, you can ask in the comment section. Yeah, this part is going to be okay.